Marhaba, Khalil from Neerja, or Jim Saab. You're watching Bollywood Hungama.
You've also been part of Kalki's, in fact, play, The Living Room.
Yeah.
So how was that experience of being part of something? She's a very interesting woman herself.
I agree.
Okay. Are you having a crush or something?
Of course. No, it's great. It's cool. She wrote it herself. She's directing it. What's there to say, really? It's nice. It's a good play. It's a fun part.
But I'm sure that theatre is like a huge learning experience. It's the way you can improvise on stage is something that in terms of just honing up your craft, it must be like a...
I think so, yeah. But now The Living Room must have been the 14th play I did in Bombay. And then we did that Rajat Kapoor's clown show, What is Done after that. And I don't know, each new play has different skill sets that you have to keep either building on or learning completely new ones. With The Living Room, it actually comes, the thing that I have to do is pretty easy actually. It's like, he's this big guy, big, dumb, young, like, guy that like walks in, that is full of energy, and he's the representation in a way of life in the play. It's like life bursts into the house because death has been there on stage with an old woman, and he's going to take this old woman.
Right.
And suddenly in the middle of this all is like life bursts in, and he's just like, look, Mrs. Nil, I just need to calm myself down, you know. I just went to a yoga retreat and they taught me all about pranic healing, so I'm just gonna, you know. And he's just like, he's fun, he's easy. He's this big burst of energy, so it's nice.
Great. You've also been part of Konkona's debut film Death in a Gunj.
Yeah, Death in the Gunj.
Death in the Gunj. So if you can tell us something about that, it's an ensemble film, I believe.
Yeah, ensemble film. So I liked the script a lot when I read it. So I wanted to be a part of the project in general. And then when I heard about the rest of the cast, I was like, I definitely want to be a part of this film, no matter what my role is. So I didn't choose the film for my role. I chose the film to be a part of something that I thought was a good overall project, you know. Like in Neerja, same situation. I thought the overall project was good, so I would have accepted like any role, you know, as the hijacker, just to be a part of this film. I'm lucky that I got Khalil's role. I find that to be probably the most exciting male role in the film. You know, to me, it was like that. In this one, I'm not the most exciting male role in the film. I'm the absolute flunky in the film. I'm just like one guy who's like friends, and he looks up to another guy. And so, for example, if you're sitting like this, and you know, I'm your thing. After a while, very unconsciously, I'll end up being in this position as well, just because I'll start imitating the most powerful person in the room, the person that I look up to the most, you know, for example. So so he's more like that kind of guy in this film. He's the lowest rung of the ladder. He doesn't mind. He's sweet. He's there. Everyone bullies him. You know, he says what he has to say, and people laugh at him, and he doesn't mind, and he feels happy.
So what sort of roles have been offered to you since the time Neerja has released?
Well, there's one role coming up that I'm going to shoot at the end of this month of like he's like this socially awkward guy who doesn't know how to be around people, but mostly women. And he goes to a whorehouse in order to sleep with a prostitute. And he always does it because he goes every weekend, you know. But he doesn't know how to talk to people, and he ends up getting bullied by the prostitute, and he's more like this kind of guy, like what I'm doing right now.
I can gather that.
Yeah.
So it's like a whose movie is it?
Daria Guy is directing it.
It's like a feature film or what?
It's going to be a feature film, yeah. So there are 3 long takes that the film is basically made up, 3.5 really long takes. So, for example, this one will be about 42 minutes, single take, full story. And I'm the central portion of the story. So there's a story when I'm, there's a version that comes before that will also be 30 32 minutes, and that's about a young boy and his grandfather. Then the middle one is this boy and this prostitute, you know, which will be me. And then the older last long take will be an old man discovering something new about his wife that he never knew for all of these years, and rediscovering the love between them, you know, or not rediscovering, more like deepening or re-articulating the love between them. It's a beautiful script.
Great.
It's one of the most beautiful scripts I've read in a while.
Any other films that have been offered to you and you've been considering? You can't talk about it?
Secrets.
Okay. Would you like, because you know, in many cases in Bollywood we have these entire stereotyping that takes place कि अभी ये terrorist
Forget it.
किया है, or like negative character
not gonna happen.
किया है that way. So whatever. So, but
I'm not worried.
Okay, but would you want to do like good characters?
I want to do all kinds of characters.
And maybe in an Akshay Kumar film, or like an Aamir Khan, or like a
Sure.
Aamir you met, he's really been appreciative of your performance.
Yeah.
Or maybe like a Salman Khan or like a Shah Rukh Khan. Would you like
Fine
to
by
do it?
me.
Would you like to do it?
No worries.
What did Aamir say to you?
He actually didn't say very much to me. I had the picture that you are quoting is from before. It's from when we were shooting. He just came to set. Hi, how are you? This is what I'm working on. Oh, you guys are the hijackers. Nice to meet you. Picture. That was all. That's the picture that you've taken. Maybe he said nice things since then. I don't know. I haven't heard about them.
Okay, you haven't. Okay.
Yeah.